Hi, it's Dwyer, DwyerVIP.com, GamblersAdvisory.com. Remember, the opinion you should follow should be your own. Just consider this video to be a second opinion from a complete stranger online. It's the day after Thanksgiving. A couple of picks recently came in for us. If you took our advice and took Danny Green over the bigger Shane Cameron, you're very happy today. Danny Green won that fight. Cameron had to lose weight to make weight for the fight. Fight was at a catch weight. Anytime that happens with a fighter in his 30s, that should be a red flag for you. Also, Shane Cameron never had the hand speed that Danny Green has. And of course, Danny Green is two-handed. Shane Cameron is predominantly one-handed. Let me point out, after the fight, this is the risk involved in gambling, Danny Green actually admitted that he entered the ring with a rib injury that he kept from everyone. I have to admit bluntly here that had I had that information, I wouldn't have been as bullish on Danny Green. Didn't know it. Things worked out. Danny Green's talent worked out for him. I think the key with Danny Green, even though he's almost 40 years old, is that he's fought top-notch fighters like Wilderchick, was winning that fight until he got knocked out in the 11th round. That told me that Danny Green, in his late 30s, still has the stamina, still has championship-level ability. Also, for those of you who bought the Dwyer VIP football play, I know there were 3 picks out there. 2 of them are still outstanding. They'll be decided on Sunday, but I hope you enjoyed New England easily covering the 7.5 against the New York Jets. Let me just point out that at the time I recommended that play, New England was a 7.5 point favorite. Believe it or not, the late money came in on the Jets, and New England went off at kickoff as a 7-point favorite. Well, as we now know, New England could have been a 20-point favorite. That was a mismatch. You can't play a fast break type of football team on a Thursday, less than a full week's worth of preparation, after coming off a game against a much slower-paced Ram team, and expect to be ready. The Jets clearly weren't ready. Let's talk about a play I like for today. It's a free play. I'll admit, if I felt strongly about it, it'd be a pay play, but it's a free play, okay? I don't think I have enough time anyway to clear the pick on YouTube to actually charge for it. So let's talk about it. You know, the Los Angeles Lakers, in my opinion, it's an NBA play. Los Angeles Lakers, in my opinion, are overrated. You know, if this were a few years ago when Steve Nash was in his prime, when Kobe was in his prime, right, when Dwight Howard wasn't recovering from a back injury and actually knew his teammates, was in town for longer than a month, maybe the Lakers would be more enticing to me. They aren't. The team I see is older, isn't that great at the free throw line, and that's key. Dwight Howard, in my opinion, is never going to be that great at the free throw line, right? They aren't a great rebounding team, even with Dwight Howard and Paul Gasol. More importantly, in my opinion, they're bad defensively. Sacramento, in their last game, shot about 54% against them. And, of course, they can't protect the basketball. Forget all the hype. You know, Kobe these days is a turnover machine, right? You cannot turn over the ball as much as the Lakers do and expect to be successful in the playoffs. They're going to have to correct that, right? Now, tonight, they're in Memphis playing a team that I think hardcore basketball fans know is much better than advertised. The Memphis Grizzlies, quite frankly, have won some big games. They beat the Miami Heat. They beat the New York Knicks. They beat Charlotte on the road. People need to realize Charlotte at home better than advertised. More importantly, Memphis is excellent at stealing the basketball. Exactly where the Lakers are bad, right? The Lakers turn over the ball. Memphis is excellent at stealing the basketball, right? Let me point out too that Memphis is spectacular at the free throw line. You know how you're watching a guy and he goes to the free throw line and you hear that he's an 80% free throw shooter, and you think to yourself, wow, this guy is actually a good free throw shooter. Well, what if I told you that Memphis has gone games where the entire team, as a team, shoots better than 80% from the free throw line? Right? So understand, if you're playing Memphis in Memphis and a lot of fouls are called against you, Memphis is going to convert those free throws. You're already under pressure. And if you're like the Lakers with the new coach, the guys are just getting to know Mike D'Antoni, and you already turn over the ball a lot, and you're playing a team that gets a lot of turnovers, plus they hit their free throws, plus mentally they're prepared to beat teams like the Heat and the Knicks. To me, Memphis is the play, especially when you're only laying 4.5 points. Right? Let me also point out that the Lakers always seem to be chronically mispriced. There were a group of people out there who love the Lakers regardless of what the actual game conditions are. Right? So the Lakers are overpriced. This is a team, folks, that just lost to Sacramento. And you're telling me against Memphis, you only have to lay 4.5 points against the Lakers? My free play of the day is Memphis laying the 4.5. For more conservative bettors, I would just take Memphis to win the game. Understand, the Lakers do have streak shooters, right? Kobe, on a moment's notice, could drop 35 points. The Lakers do shoot a lot of threes, right? This is the NBA. There is that odd possibility that the Lakers drain a lot of threes and are able to offset their deficiencies. But I just don't see it happening. Understand, too, that Memphis is not only efficient at the line, they're actually efficient in general in terms of shooting percentage. I think Memphis is the mentally tougher team. I know that's hard, but let's face it, I don't see the Lakers beating the Miami Heat and the Knicks. I think Memphis is the mentally tougher team. I think Memphis is the much better defensive team, even though Dwight Howard plays for the Lakers. And while the Lakers have bigger names, right? Better world peace, Kobe, right? Dwight Howard. In my opinion, they don't have the better team. I like Memphis laying the 4.5 points. For more picks, and of course, let me just say, today is November 23rd, 2012, right? Make sure that you're betting on this game and not some game 3 or 4 months from now, assuming this video is still up. Okay? I like Memphis tonight laying 4.5 points. For more picks, free picks, visit us at gamblersadvisory.com. For premium picks, visit us at DwyerVIP.com. Thanks for watching.